Hey guys, welcome back. So I have another video for you guys on psychic attack, and this time we're talking about when psychic attack is directed at the heart chakra, the fourth chakra, which is located at the center of our chest, and its themes are compassion, love, intimacy, relationships, forgiveness, emotional openness, anything to do with connection to ourselves through love and other people and other beings, okay? So the reason this is targeted, and if you see me looking down, I am looking at my notes. I have been doing that for this video series because I'm really trying to keep it focused and streamlined, and I do have ADHD. I've been very open with you guys about that, so I'm really trying to not go up on tangents with this particular series. In other videos, I just riff, I just transmit, I broadcast frequency and that's it. But with this one, I'm trying to keep it in line, okay? But the reason it's targeted is blocking love and compassion. When you block love and compassion, it isolates you, okay? It really does. And it makes you energetically weaker because love is the highest vibration in this universe. It truly is. So, love is a weapon. Love is strength. Love is divine. So it's very important to keep our heart chakra open and nourished and protected and clear of any negativity. So what is a psychic attack on the heart chakra? It's energy directed to close your heart, amplify grief, and that's very important. That's a lot of people's tactics, is if you carry abandonment wounds or grief. Like for me, I lost my daddy when I was 21 and I still miss him every single day. People will try to make you very sad, or they will direct conflict to your relationship. So this is where breakup spells can manifest, separation spells. It doesn't have to be a romantic relational container, a romantic relationship, for people to try to break you up, okay? People will try to break up friendships. People will try to break up employee relationships, meaning you and your boss or you and your clients. Anything to do with relationships, okay? This can come through deliberate spell work and spiritual work against you. Also through betrayal, manipulation, envy, or projections of resentment. This can also manifest as unconscious attacks, such as collective fear, heartbreak energy, and unresolved ancestral wounds. Let me turn off low battery mode so the screen keeps going darker. 1 second. Turn off low battery mode, Siri. Okay.
I turned low power mode off.
Thanks, girl. Okay. Yeah, when someone manipulates us, that's a psychic attack. When someone betrays us, that's a psychic attack. It's not always somebody lighting candles and doing deliberate brujeria when they psychically attack us. It can be sometimes, but a lot of times it's just that malicious energy that transmits from them to us. Okay? Signs and symptoms. Sudden emotional heaviness, sadness, or grief without clear cause. If you are a child of the water, you will be crying all the time. I see this so often in women because a lot of women are daughters of the water. Not all of us are, but a lot of us are. And they will just be crying. And usually this is an issue within a combination of the crown chakra because their thoughts are negative, the throat because their words are negative towards themselves, the heart chakra, and the sacral chakra. But particularly the sacral chakra and the heart chakra, just absolutely oceans of tears. It's very sad. But sometimes a blessing in that and crying so much is it's literally your soul releasing things and purging things. So that's what a lot of people don't understand. When they psychically attack us, if you're on the right side of things, the divine is going to make sure that it benefits you in some way. So I hope that gives y'all some hope. But yeah, you'll just feel sadness out of nowhere, grief out of nowhere. Like I said, I lost my daddy, and it's been about 6 years. So I'm not going to say that it's abnormal for me to miss him, because he is the one that raised me. You know, that was my closest parent to me growing up. But that is one thing that was targeted when I was dealing with this crap, was my grief. But a plus side to that is it did help me to work through it. Okay? More signs and symptoms. Feeling disconnected from others or unable to trust. Relationship struggles, misunderstandings, conflicts or withdrawal. Them suddenly pulling away. Just sudden conflicts, a lot of fighting, things like that. Especially when it's like every relationship in your life, there's problems, something's going on and you need to investigate or get a reading done. Feeling disconnected from others or unable to trust, we already said that. Physical symptoms like chest tightness, heart palpitations, lung issues, or circulation problems. If you are experiencing any of that, this is a very delicate chakra physically, okay? Please go to the doctor, okay? There's a reason that the heart chakra's element is air. Because and this is a little biology, anatomy, physiology lesson for you guys. Literally, your lungs and your heart, their job is to circulate blood. And what does blood circulate? Oxygen. What do your lungs help circulate? Oxygen. Okay? It's a very serious chakra, and it's not one that I would play around with. I would not recommend playing around with any of your chakras, but especially if you're having heart palpitations, if you're having chest tightness, please go to the doctor, get checked out. If there's nothing physically wrong with you, but you're in physical discomfort, then look into the spiritual side, okay? I have had malicious spirits around me attacking my relationships when this was early in my days before my initiation in Palo. They would cause issues in my relationships, and I would also get heart palpitations when that spirit was around. So it did not take me very long to figure out what was going on. I'm like, this was some shit done against my heart, the love in my life, and literally my physical heart. Like, it was nasty, you know? But when there are certain bad spirits around, they can cause heart palpitations. Feeling unworthy of love or blocked from giving and receiving affection. That's very important. So now, let's get into how to protect and strengthen the heart chakra. Energetic shielding. Visualize a glowing green light around your chest. Self-love practices like affirmations, mirror work, gentle self-care, talking to yourself nicely. And it does take time, like especially if you have a very mean inner voice, it does take time for us to kind of like be kinder to ourselves. But it just takes practice. And if you need help with this, my Chakra Mastery Healing course is available to purchase. Okay, it's actually going to be released tomorrow, is the release date for it. You can go to my website, sirensnectar.com, and go on there and purchase it. It is $222, and September 9th, it will increase from $222 to $275. And there is afterpay on my website, but we get super, super deep into chakra healing and mastery and cleansing your chakras, protecting them, all the things. Okay, it's very, very in-depth. Connection rituals like reaching out to loved ones, practicing forgiveness, writing forgiveness letters, practicing forgiveness within reason, because y'all know how I feel about that. I don't believe that everyone deserves to be forgiven. I don't. But if you feel in your heart it is necessary to forgive that person, then do it. Because at the end of the day, we are all imperfect. Our relationships, anytime there's a relationship between two human beings, there's going to be conflict, there's going to be misunderstandings and negativity and strife, arguments, things like that. Well, hopefully you're not arguing. Hopefully you're able to talk things out like normal adults. But just having compassion, especially if they didn't mean to hurt you or they're not malicious, they just made a mistake. Like, just have some compassion when it's called for, okay? If you have people from your past that have hurt you, write them a letter. And I know this is very, like, old-timey therapy advice, but write them a letter explaining how they hurt you, how it made you feel, you know, how it's affected you or still is affecting you. And I even go as far as folding it up and putting it in an envelope and putting their name and their address on it and my name and address. So it's like literally I could mail it if I wanted to and then I burn it. Or sometimes I'll just hold on to it. I know I'm not going to send it, but putting their information on it just makes me feel more connected to it and it makes it feel more real. You can send it if you want to. I mean, girl, do whatever you want, but it's a really good releasing process, I've noticed. Support tools like crystals, such as rose quartz, green aventurine, those two are my favorites. Breathwork and sound, heart-opening breaths, and chanting the Yam mantra. Okay, so let's get into healing after a psychic attack. Journaling, releasing grief, anger, or resentment. My course also has journal prompts. It has a lot of journal prompts in there, so you can really dive deep into your heart chakra and express those feelings, write those letters, things like that. There's also affirmations, so in there. But for affirmations, we have I am love, I give and receive love freely, love flows into my life easily, I am loved, I love myself, love surrounds my life, I love all things, I am deeply connected to all things through love, things like that. Heart-opening meditations or yoga poses, like the camel pose, the cobra, or the fish pose. Forgiveness rituals, or cutting cords. Another one where cord cutting is very important, especially to cut away that pain, because let's say that you go through a breakup and 6 months later, like, you're missing that person and you are pretty confident that you've made it past the breakup, but for some reason you are just out of your mind with grief. It could be them finally realizing their mistakes and missing you and projecting that energy onto you and you absorbing it. So it might not even be your authentic emotions. Cut those cords, okay? Especially if it comes out of nowhere. Yeah. And that can also be spell work too, someone trying to bring you back into their life. Burning letters, like I said, or offering compassion. Reconnecting with joy through music, laughter, nature, and gratitude lists. Gratitude lists are so important, like, even the little things. Like, I want you guys to think about all the things that we have that our ancestors, or at least some of them, did not. Air conditioning, warm food, the ability to keep food cold, refrigerators, AC, I already said AC, running water, plumbing, fresh food, cars. You know, we don't have to walk hundreds of miles anymore. And just be thankful for the air in your lungs. Be thankful for your health. Be thankful for your relationships. Just be thankful for everything good in your life. Okay? But that's all I have for you guys for the heart chakra. I got through all my notes without going on too much of tangents. Yeah, there's a lot that you can do for your heart chakra. Wearing necklaces, like this one I wore today to show you guys. This is chalcedony. It's a very watery crystal, so it's mostly associated with the sacral chakra, but it's also good for the heart chakra because it's good for emotional healing and emotional support. I got this at Target of all places, but it's real chalcedony. I make custom jewelry, so if you want like a heart chakra healing piece, I can make that for you with like some rose quartz and green aventurine and clear quartz. Green Adventuring is very good for manifesting abundance through the heart chakra. That's a really good secret. Let's see. What else I want to tell you guys? Yeah, my course is available. If you have any questions about the course, just contact me here on Instagram or text me at 678-390-0688. Okay, I love you. Thank you.